Uh, but a good point to move on. So before the season starts, man, who do you guys think are on the hot seat as coaching from a coaching standpoint?
Everybody black. Every head coach is black is already on the hot seat for sure.
For
So
sure,
let's just put it
always.
out there.
And
Yeah,
and
like
throw Robert Salah in there as well, even though he's
yeah,
not technically black, but
yeah,
he counts.
I got
yeah.
two.
He looks like the Rock.
Aaron Glenn
So
at the top of the list.
But he's
yeah,
already black.
Yeah,
yeah,
nah, I'm saying Aaron Glenn and Zach Taylor.
yeah. Zach, that's a good one, dog.
Is
I
it?
mean,
So
he's been
so
on the
what
hot
is
seat. He's been on the hot seat for 2 years though.
They pulling that
what
trigger.
is success in Cincinnati right now?
You got to win.
Yeah,
Half of
like
your-
you
So
have to
so look, so like if they make the playoffs, does it alleviate the hot seat for them? Or is it East
No.
AFC championship, or is it Super Bowl? Is it Super Bowl win? What
You have to go to the AFC championship.
what
game.
can he lose and still keep his job?
You got to go to the AFC game. You know why? You got 3 players tied your whole cap up. Chase, Burrow, and T. Higgins. That's your whole cap space with them 3 players.
Sounds like a bad way to build a team.
So hey, you got to produce it. And then they think Dexter Lawrence gonna save the defense.
Mel, what you
Yeah,
think? What you think is success in Cincinnati?
So you can't have the same mistakes you had the last 2-3 years. So the main thing that's going on in Cincinnati is Joe Burrow keep getting hurt, and it seemed like they can't protect him. They came out in the preseason game, and Joe Burrow was getting lit up in a preseason game. I'm like, dude, you can't like this is bad. So it don't matter what happens. If Joe Burrow is under duress again this season, I don't think Zach Taylor makes it out of this season with his job. Like midway through it, I don't care what their record is. If Joe Burrow getting beat up and still getting sacked left and right, like, dude, you haven't fixed this in 3 years.
And what's funny is this is the perfect time to fire a coach, actually. Because you got Tomlin on the sidelines, you got waiting for a job almost. You got McDermott waiting for a job. So there's some high-powered coaches that's not coaching right now. I guarantee you, Cincinnati would hire Sean McDermott if they go out away from Zach Taylor.
They couldn't get a defensive-minded coach. I'm gonna tell you a coach that only if this happens, if Declan Doyle offense succeed in Baltimore this year and they fire Zach Taylor, I guarantee you he'll be at the top of their list.
His offense won't succeed in Baltimore this year.
Him and the guy from the Rams, the OC from the Rams. Them two will be at the top of their list because you have to get a offensive-minded coach in Cincinnati. You have to.
Well, your money already tied in the offense. That's why you get a defensive-minded coach. You get a defensive-minded coach so you can get more out of what you got in the defense. That's how there's nothing wrong with the offense in Cincinnati. If you're trying to rebuild or go in a different direction, you need to address your gaping hole, which is your defense. Hiring another offensive guy, that's just like hiring Sean McVay. Hiring Sean McVay, he'd be like, hey, man, how we fix the defense? Let's get more offense. And that's not going to help.
I understand you.
Is there any other coaches y'all think short on luck? I got a very wild one, yo. My boy out in Detroit. If they miss the playoffs again, he's gone.
Oh, Matt Campbell?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, because now the whispers are, was it Matt Campbell or was it Ben Johnson?
Dan Campbell.
Yeah, Dan. Was it Dan Campbell or was it Ben Johnson who was the mastermind in Detroit that turned that offense around?
I mean, it's looking like Ben Johnson
Oh,
so far, but I will say Dan Campbell is a player's coach, and I think a lot of people like him, and he's a hell of a motivator. But sometimes when you're a motivator and your voice gets a little stale, you can't it's already ran its course. You can't get nothing else out of those players. Once they start, your voice start falling on deaf ears. So if that's the case, and he not motivating no more because he can't, you know what I mean? Like you talk a good game, and that might work for a year or two to motivate people, but then once they realize, oh man, this dude can't deliver, they stop listening to you. And I think that might be what's going on with Dan Campbell, especially if he can't pick them up off the mat after Ben Johnson done left.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean? So Jay might be right.
Philly coach on that list too.
So what's his name?
Soriano.
Yeah.
But Philly's so odd with coaches. They'll fire a successful coach, and then keep a buddy who ain't winning around a little bit longer than they should.
And I think
Sirianni, is that how you say it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he would get caught up in a crossfire if Hurts don't produce this year. I think you will hear that grumble.
So the buzz in Philly training camp is they have a West Coast offense minded coordinator, and that's a lot of under center, a lot of 7-step drop backs, a lot of passes over the middle, in between the numbers, in between the hashes, and they say all of that equals what Jalen Hurts doesn't do well. Yeah. And that's a weird choice in offensive coordinator. But then they said that Hurts is giving so much input that they don't even know what it's going to look like, because he's telling them what he's comfortable with and what he's not comfortable with. And I hate to say it, in a players' league, it's kind of the star quarterback got as much pull as the OC on the offense.
And this is the last name. This is I guess he a wild card to be on that list. Shanahan.
Oh no, I don't know.
Only because, like, what's your expectations for the 49ers? Like, what have they done?
Well, I expect them to have injury issues. That's the only thing you can expect from the 49ers. Somebody getting hurt.
Yeah, it's facts.
They hurt now.
That's what I said. That's facts. Like, dude, did they build their practice stadium on the top of a nuclear field or something crazy? Like, there's something going on with the practice field and how close it is to a sewage runoff. Like, that's a real thing.
Hey, I'm just saying, every year. Hey,
he overachieved last year. I think last year was supposed to be a down year for them, and they still had 10 wins.
I think it's time. It may be time to pull that plug, because I mean.
Well, there's certain guys that the league looks at different. I don't think that they'll be pulling the plug on Shanahan. I don't think that. Well, I didn't think either Harbaugh would get fired, but we just seen one of them.
Okay, let me ask you this question.
I don't think they'll pull the plug on Andy Reid. Andy Reid can coach as long as he wants to.
So, what coach had more success, McDermott or Shanahan?
Shanahan.
Because I know Shanahan, like, had a few more players, but
Shanahan
Shanahan
went to the Super Bowl 2 times. McDermott ain't sniffed the Super Bowl.
Still, man.
Wait, hold on. Shanahan went to the Super Bowl as an O coordinator. Oh no, he went with the 49ers twice.
Yeah, they lost to the Chiefs both times. I happen to remember both of those. Don't worry about that.
And he was the O coordinator with the Falcons, so he done been there 3 times.
Yeah, and McDermott, he can't even buy tickets off of StubHub to the Super Bowl.
Hey.
With Josh Allen. Every year it's Josh Allen.